Alright, let me clarify. You're probably looking at the title right now and you're wondering, wait a minute. Touhou tournament? Metaklang? And you know what? You're completely right. Because this wasn't your typical Touhou tournament. So in the good year of 2020, you know, that year, back when times were... I, at the height of my Touhou content creation, was asked to join a tournament for a certain game you might know. Genso Skydrift, the kart racing game based on the Touhou franchise, has only just come out that year. I mean, the game was fine and all, it just really wasn't my cup of tea. And especially since the fact that, well, why are they racing on top of each other? That's, okay. I'm just a little bit confused! Hi Metaklang, since you played games in the Touhou series like Genso Skydrift, I cordially invite you to participate in a tournament for Genso Skydrift. When I read that, utter fear filled my mind. What the hell were these guys thinking inviting me? The tournament itself was going to be streamed at the Bit Summit Gaiden that year, a large online festival celebrating indie games due to the outbreak of COVID. Ultimately, I got pretty excited about it. I started contacting my friends who are also Touhou content creators if they got an email like this. And that's the weirdest thing. No one did. Which really made me question, why were they asking me to join this tournament? But, you know what, I thought nothing of it at the time. And I was like, well, you know what, I'll play your game, but I don't own the game. And so they just gave me a Steam key. That was pretty cool, free game, woohoo! So I booted the game up, I started a race, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So I played a little bit more, I got a little better, and I eventually just turned it off for the day. And then it hit me. I was in a tournament on a stream across multiple platforms with hundreds of people watching me. And you know me at this point. I say a lot of stupid shit on the internet. I'm not that prone to stage fright at this point. Boy howdy, did this set me off! So with my newfound fear, I started playing the game even more. Oh yeah, I probably should have prefaced. This all happened on the same day. Right? This all happened on the same day. I got the email that day, I got the Steam key that day, and the tournament was that day. So you're probably wondering, why did they ask me to join? Well, true deduction, they probably just wanted to yoink some random content creator off this stupid platform to sub in for some jackass who pulled out last second. And when I realized that, oh buddy, I had to do something. So I played all through the night. The tournament was supposed to take place at 12 a.m. that day. Or, well, technically tomorrow, because 12 a.m. is, but, you know, the clock and... Okay, anyway. So I kept playing and playing and playing, and I only got 4 hours in. I've only played this game for 4 hours, and I was being thrown into a tournament with other people because I was a dumb-ass sub. The worst thing is, no one I knew had this game either, so I couldn't really practice against other people. I just had to keep practicing against bots! So while I was shitting bricks over this, I got another email from the fine people over at Phoenix, giving me a little bit more information about what I'd be doing exactly in this tournament. So the tournament would start off with qualifiers, which is where I was. And once you've beaten those qualifiers, you move on to the main race, the main event, where the winner of said event would get a skin in the game. A skin? You're telling me this random ass nobody who was just contacted about a tournament for a game I've never played could win and get a skin in the game of whatever I wanted? When I found that out, oh buddy, I locked the fuck in. I played non-stop Genso Skydrift so I could try and, you know, get a little bit of leverage against whatever I was facing up against. 12 a.m. hit. When I was trying to connect to the official server so I can get into this tournament, it just wouldn't work. And that didn't bode well. Because if it wasn't working, where the hell were these servers located? Do you ever have that moment in a competitive video game when you see someone from the opposite screen with, well, every single person in this qualifiers match was Japanese. I had no idea who they were. I was expecting more Touhou content creators, but no. I don't know who they were. I don't know what their deal was. I didn't even know how long they'd even played this game. All I knew is that I was supposed to race these guys. And I was freaking out! And I awaited my fate. 4 hours of practice, and it was gonna go to waste. I was going to be obliterated instantly. I was doing pretty well against the bots, okay? But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat real-ass people! Especially people in a tournament! An hour passes, and nothing happened. I was sat in that lobby for an hour, freaking my ass off about what the hell was about to transpire. But nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. 2 a.m. hit. I was getting a little sleepy. I had to go to college in the morning. Nothing was happening. 3 a.m. hit. And I had no idea what was happening. It would have been a good idea to check the Bit Summit Gaiden stream, but I was a little bit too freaked out at what was about to happen to actually do that. I was glued to my chair. I was ready to roll. I just wanted to get it over and done with. I was ready for people to laugh at me, alright? It's 4 a.m. and I'm tired. I've been sitting in this lobby for 4 hours. And the worst part was, I had to consistently sit in the lobby. I wasn't allowed to leave. I knew if I did leave, I'd be disconnected again and I couldn't get back in. Trying to even connect to this server was a problem in itself. So that meant I couldn't even practice. 10 minutes finally pass. And I get the A-OK that we're ready to go. The game begins. I pick my characters. I thought a good idea would be Nue and Clownpiece. Reason why is because, well, I knew I was probably going to get absolutely annihilated, so I tried my best to cheese the system. Nue, a character with the best handling in the game, and Clownpiece, a character with the best overall speed in the game, pairs perfectly if you're just trying to survive. Whenever I got the bad bends, I'd switch it to Nue, and whenever I got the straight roads, I'd switch it to Clownpiece. The characters are locked in, and the race begins. So this is it. The part of the video you've been waiting for. When I got absolutely washed. I did it. I won every single round. It's now 5 a.m. and I have beaten every single race. The finals were in sight. Everyone began joining the server, readying up But I wasn't there. I got multiple messages on Discord. I got multiple emails asking where I was. It was now 20 minutes past 5. And people were looking all over for me. Little did they know that I was fast asleep on my gaming chair. I had the chance to win the tournament. I had the chance to get a stupid skin in the game. I was actually thinking of a great idea for a skin and everything. When I was in the middle of those matches, I was like, you know what would be a really good skin? You know what would be a really, really good skin? Imagine if I got the chance to make a skin where it just overlays Junko's color scheme on Yukari. I mean, just look at the skins in this game. That could have been me. I could have made Chirno into a moo cow. As I sat there, snoring in my gaming chair. Dreams of lost hope blew through my mind. The guy who added my Discord account to help me through the whole process blocked me. The last ever email I got off Phoenix Games was a switch key for Anatomy of Common Flowers, which was pretty cool actually. Thanks, Phoenix. You seem like pretty cool guys. But alas, that is the story of how I almost won a Touhou tournament. I'll never live it down. Thank you for watching. And if you have any tournaments that you want me to join, don't keep your hopes up.